Hey guys, it's Lost again, and I've got a brand new concept artwork that I worked on. We'll find out whether or not YouTube likes this one, because YouTube really dislikes my channel. So, if you are a regular viewer like my views, please leave a like and comment. It'll help YouTube realize that maybe my channel isn't terrible. But if my channel is terrible, it is what it is. But for those who do watch me, thank you very much. This artwork was very straightforward because I knew exactly what I wanted to make. It was just getting the proportions correct. I started off making the shoulders way too broad, and I had to go in and fix it later. But for the most part, I knew exactly what I was going to do going into this artwork, which isn't typical for me. I typically go into an artwork almost blind and hoping that whatever works. But with this one, I knew exactly what I was going to do and how I was going to do it. So, be prepared. We have the basic body type here, which is Shiori's body type, mixed with a little bit of my own personal anatomy changes, because my style is kind of specific to a certain body type. I typically like heads and shoulders to be more proportional to real people. So you'll notice actually right now the head is too small. I'll go in later and fix that. But one thing that I would actually recommend, not everyone does this, but this is a personal thing that I do with my artworks. If you're going to draw the chest larger, I do highly recommend that you widen up the body a bit. Meaning, make the arms a bit thicker. Just try to make it somewhat in the realm of possibility. Does that make sense? Like, it's obviously a cartoon and it's not real, but at the same time, whenever you're drawing a character with larger assets, it is more important, in my personal opinion, to make sure that the character and their build makes sense for the assets you give them. There are many people who know how actual body types are who'd be like, this isn't even possible. And why, yes, that is technically true. You want to get close to where your body type makes sense. I'm personally not a super big fan of anime characters that are skinny, like crazy skinny, but have like a massive button chest. Like, that just doesn't feel right. In fact, you'll see in this particular sketch, I'm constantly adjusting the waist size and the shoulder length because I'm trying desperately to get it to look plausible, and to varying levels of success. I think I can't even count how many times I had to fix waist because it just felt way too small. And that would be my advice to you, is just make an attempt to get it realistic. And it's not going to be easy, it's not going to be perfect, but it's one of those things that the closer it is to plausibility, the more attractive it usually looks. That might just be my personal taste, but I do think that's important whenever you're drawing to the more normal it can be perceived, the more attractive it is. It's also why sometimes leaving the proportions a little less than perfect is more attractive than perfection, because our brains kind of see perfection as weird. So, having a little bit of anatomy mistakes is actually not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, I tend to draw the eyes differently almost every time. But the reason I do that is because it just needs to look like my style. It doesn't need to be the same every single time. Typically, when anime artists get really, really good, they start having what's known as same face syndrome. You may have heard people online talk about that. Basically, it's the situation where you get so used to drawing the same face that every single one of your artworks looks identical. And that is something where some people may see it as bad. I don't necessarily see it as bad, but others do. So to combat that, I would actually recommend that you learn many different styles and you kind of swap between them. And typically people will still recognize it as your artwork if your style is developed enough. So I actually recommend, whenever you're developing your style, to keep the aspects that people like the most, but experiment with others, and later on you'll start to develop something unique. I had to pause briefly there because holy crap, I'm congested. I actually went to the dentist today while congested, and I learned something I didn't know. Apparently your teeth are more sensitive whenever you're having allergies. I had no idea that was a thing, but that was something the dentist told me. And I would assume she's telling the truth. I actually have no idea, and I haven't actually looked it up, so I'm just like, oh, that's neat. I'm in pain right now because I have allergies. That's just swell. But you'll notice there's a lot of draping hair. I really enjoy drawing hair that drapes. It's a personal thing that I love a whole lot. And remembering gravity while doing things is super important, but not necessarily always easy. But it's one of those things that the more you practice it, the easier it gets, and the more it just kind of falls where it needs to fall. I added earrings and all that to the piercings to the ear because I kind of think that looks nice. It's funny, right? Because the things we like as men, that if you actually date someone like that, it's a super big red flag. But you know, men being men that we are, we see the red flag and we go, I can handle it. Here's a tip, people. You can't handle it. It's not exactly gonna be all sunshine and rainbows. But yeah, so now we're adding the base colors, and we're going from kind of darker, more tan skin tone. And we're going to try to pick colors on the clothes that match the theme of what we've got going on here. So we've got the jacket here, we've got the sweatpants, and the tank top. And this is a super revealing tank top. I don't actually think many women would actually wear this in real life, just because it would be like, it's a bit much, isn't it? But yeah, we're getting to the point where we've almost got all the colors in, and it's time to start rendering the concept to make it look more like a finished artwork. So this is typically how I plan things out before I finish them, and if you've been following me for a little bit now, you'll know that lately I haven't really finished much of my artwork, and that's because I've been doing a lot of other things. I've been working on my music at the moment to kind of give myself a break, but I'll be posting a few song works in progress, just in its own separate category without a notification. So if you're interested in hearing that, that's fine, but I know that's not why a lot of you subscribe, so that's okay. But we have the basic idea here. I drew a lot of laces. Oops, I actually bumped the microphone. But yeah, then I decided to add a glove just because it kind of separates the hand from the chest area and kind of makes it make more sense. We're using the liquify tool to correct little things here and there, and I added kind of like a little bit of blush to the shoulder. I've actually seen people who hate the blush in the shoulder, and it's one of those things that I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you hate it. Oh, that you may have noticed a jump in rendering here. This was because I started rendering after going to the restroom and forgot to hit record, and many of you who have been here for a while know how much I forget to hit record. It is genuinely a problem I have. But we have kind of the whole idea going right now, and we're just kind of fleshing everything out. I really like how I did the collarbone rendering on this one. It's something I'm actually super proud of. So there's the idea. We kind of have all the adjustments. Now we're doing the hair. There we go. Doing the highlight in the hair now. So we're approaching the end of the video. It's kind of one of those things that this particular artwork I think has a lot of potential. So I'll see if I can find the time to finish this one. You know, wish me luck. It's definitely been interesting, me desperately trying to finish these artworks, but not having the time to do so. Alright, now we're kind of adding a bit of a glow behind the character. We're doing some tonal curve and some color balance to kind of find the colors we want for this artwork. And adding some droplets, like specks of light, and some background composition where I want to lead the eye. we go. Now we're adding a bit of some filters and some sharpening to the face and chest where I want people to look. And some chromatic aberration, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.